I have studied a little for myself and with some teachers from everybody from different places. But today I'm here.
I'm so glad that you came. It's been a while.
How are you?
I'm fine. I miss you a lot. It's been a long time. We
Yeah,
last talk with one another.
I miss you too.
Yes, it's very nice to have you here. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Okay. Hi Jordan. How's it going?
Hi, it's fine. I tried to log in to my laptop because the sound is better there. But they have changed it, so asked me to download a plugin and then they asked me to download it again. And,
Yes.
no, it,
Uh-huh.
so, but I hope the microphone is okay.
Actually, it's already making that noise. Beep, beep. But we
Oh, it's fine.
can.
I have to buy another microphone. I'm sorry, but it's a software system on the new Windows, so I cannot log into my laptop.
It's not going to be a problem as soon as you keep it turned off. When you will not speak. When
Yes,
you
I try to mute it when I'm not speaking.
Okay, thank you so much, Jorgen. I'm very happy that you came. Hi, Mustafa.
Hello, Anna. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. It's really nice to hear your voice.
Thank
Um,
you very much. I appreciate that, Anna. How are
I
you?
I'm fine. You know, I just set up this hangout in a hurry because
Yeah.
I received some requests and this topic was a request as well. So let's
Okay.
read a little bit about the Amazon rainforest and talk a little bit about it. Okay?
Okay.
So would you like to go first and you can read the three first paragraphs?
Okay, me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So 10 facts about the Amazon rainforest by Rhett Butler, I think. Last update, I don't know. Most people understand that the Amazon is Earth's largest rainforest, but here are 10 other facts you should know about the Amazon. We click on these links if you would like to learn more about the Amazon or tropical rainforest generally. Include 10 facts about rainforests. So the first one, the Amazon is the world's biggest rainforest, larger than the next two largest rainforests in the Congo Basin and Indonesia combined. And second point, at 6.9 million square kilometers, 2.72 million square miles, the Amazon basin is roughly the size of the 48 contiguous United States and covers some 40% of the South American continent. The Amazon rainforest, which defined biographically, includes the rainforest in the Jonas, I think, I'm not sure, um, which technically are outside the Amazon basin, covers 7.8 to 8.2 million square kilometer, 3 to 3.2 million square miles,
Mm-hmm.
of which just over 80% is forested.
Yes, it's a very big forest, right? I
Yes,
think the pronunciation is Guianas, but I'm not sure. So let me
I
Google.
I think
Let
it's a
me
name of
check.
a city or a place.
Yes,
It's
I
a
think
name of
it's Guianas. Yes, Guianas. I'm right. Okay.
okay. So it's I think it's a
And
place, right?
right, it's the place. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Jorgen, could you carry on, please, and read the seven next paragraphs? Jorgen? Thank you, Wellington, for sharing the link about the Guiana. Jorgen? Jorgen? Are you there? Okay, Wellington, could you please read the next paragraphs, the next 7 paragraphs?
Okay. 3. The Amazon River is by far the world's largest river by the volume. It has over 1,100 tributaries, 17 of which are longer than 1,000 miles. The Amazon River once flowed westward instead of eastward, as it does today. The rise of the Andes caused it to flow into the Atlantic Ocean. The Amazon is estimated to have 16,003 species and 390 billion individual trees. Nearly two-thirds of the Amazon rainforest is found in Brazil. The Amazon is true to have 2.5 million species of insects. More than half the species in Amazon rainforest are true to live in the canopy.
Okay. Species.
Species.
There was something else. Canopy, I guess. Canopy.
Yeah, canopy. Oh, thank you, Anna.
Let me check it out. Okay, 1 second.
Okay,
because
no
I don't wanna read something wrong.
Canopy.
1 second.
Canopy.
Canopy. Yes, you are right.
Thank
Canopy,
you.
but species, I'm sure. Did you know about the river?
Sorry.
Did you know about the river?
What? I know what.
It flowed westwards before, and then it changed.
Yeah. I know a little, and as you as like I believe the majority of the Brazilians, we don't know a lot about the north of the regions
North,
here in Brazil.
North.
Yeah, the north. Yeah, the regions here in Brazil. Sometimes we know about a lot. We know about the other countries, but little things about Brazil, little things about the areas here in Brazil.
I've been in the Amazon rainforest. Have you ever been there?
No. Until I never have had been there, but maybe one day.
Okay, there was something else. Thank you for reminding me, Mustafa. You said true instead of thought.
Oh, yeah, thought. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Jorgen, are you able to speak now? Jorgen? Okay, so I will read the last paragraph. Deforestation in the Amazon rainforest has been declining since 2004, mostly due to the failing deforestation rate in Brazil. Falling. There are a variety of reasons for the decline, including macroeconomic trends, new protected areas, and indigenous territories. Improved law enforcement, deforestation monitoring via satellite, pressure from environmental groups, and private sector initiatives. Okay. And once we signed a petition, the actress Cristiane Torloni was in charge of getting people to sign it against deforestation. It has been declining, but it's still very high, the rate of deforestation. So, Mustafa, what do you think we could do to protect the Amazon rainforest against deforestation? Mustafa?
Hello, Anna. Okay, you're not starting off. I don't know Wellington, can you hear Anna clearly?
Can you hear me okay, guys?
Yes, yes, for me it's okay.
What do you think we could do to protect the Amazon rainforest against deforestation? Because despite the fact that it's been declining, it's been diminishing, it still has a high rate, you know?
I'm not sure. I need to understand the idea, the idea of deforestation, and that,
When
so
you cut
there are
trees,
deforestation in the Amazon.
yes,
Okay.
they cut
So
they cut down the trees to sell the wood.
So yeah, okay. So there is deforestation, sorry, in the Amazon rainforest, and it has been declined, right? Right, Anna?
Yes, right. It is written there. However, there are still deforestation. So what should we do? You know?
I think that they have, or yeah, there's the responsible people, or the people maybe in the government, or the people who's responsible for this thing, and they need to establish maybe a law that protect these areas and maybe prevent, like, like cut down trees. So they have to prevent that. They prevent what the reason behind deforestation. So this is basically maybe the simplest answer ever. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I agree. Hello, Lassie. Lassie, hello. Hi, man. How is it going? Can you hear us, Lassie? Hi, Lassie. Can you hear us? Okay, Jorgen, what's your take on it? Jorgen, are you there?
Jorgen said, "Be right back," and he didn't say, or he hasn't say back again. So you would have to wait. Yeah.
All right. Listen, can you hear me? Okay, I will come back to you. Wellington, what's your take on it?
Sorry, Anna?
What's your take on it, on this issue? What is your take on deforestation, on this issue?
There are rules, there are laws, a lot. But the situation is most of the laws they are not follow. There are a lot of people interested in the Amazon, and the other side we have the people, the indigenous. We have farmers that in one day in the past they were there, and the governments, the mayors, they allow that these farmers were there, and so the situation is chaotic. But I don't know. It's not simple. It's very complicated. We have to think about everything. We have to think about the people. We have to think about the forest, the plants. We have to think about the animals. I don't know. To speak, to write laws, and I believe that is easy. But I believe that to begin to resolve the situation is everybody has to sit down and speak clearly what they think, what they want, and we have to find one solution, one solution, not many solutions, one solution. But yeah, we need to start to talk. Communication is the key.
Yes, I agree with you. Thank you very much, Wellington.
Thank you.
I think one solution could be sustainable living, you know, because some people make profits by collecting the nuts that fall from the trees, and they don't have to cut down any tree, you know. The Amazon rainforest can be a huge source of money and things like that, and they can use the Amazon rainforest without having to destroy the Amazon rainforest. Do you agree or no?
Yeah. We have to nowadays more than ever. We have to think about our actions have to be sustainable. Um, but it's hard. It's hard because the people, the entrepreneurs, the farmers, everybody, they wanted to earn a lot of money, and then not only 5-10%. They want to invest and earn 100%. It's complicated.
Yes, I see. Let me say hello to Edson. Hi, Edson.
Hi Anna, hello. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very happy that you came. We are talking about
Sorry
the
late.
Amazon. No, no problem. We are talking about the Amazon rainforest. I'd like to know your opinion soon, but let me greet Layson and Rafael before, okay? Just to check their
Okay.
microphones. Layson, are you able to speak now? Hmm. Hi, Rafael.
Hi, Anna.
How's it going?
Okay, thanks for asking you.
I'm fine. Long time no see.
Yeah,
I'm
long
very
time.
happy that you show up.
Yeah, likewise.
Okay. So, Edson, what's your take on it? We are talking about the Amazon rainforest. It's a great
hmm
source, for money, for profits, and things like that. But we have to protect the Amazon rainforest because it's the
Yes, for
biggest forest in the world. So, in your opinion, what could be the solution? You know, is there a way to exploit the forest without damaging the forest, without cut down the tree? What do you think?
no, I think that if you want take the Amazon, take the resources from Amazon, you probably are going to you have to not destroy it, but you have to cut trees, damage the Amazon because it's so big that you cannot take a look take keep an eye on the entire Amazon, and people they do it every time, every day. We can see deforestation a lot. Animals are killed in Amazon, and we can use like it's been used like trees for mobiles, and this is we cannot take in control of the entire Amazon because it's like impossible. And even if police try to do it, or I don't know, any kind of security there, it's not possible to make it like to have control of the situation. But we can save at least like maybe 50% of Amazon, like putting police and other kinds of security in Amazon to have control the situation. And I believe that in the future we won't have like Amazon for with us because this kind of situation is increasing a lot, and they have a lot of deforestation there. Trees are cut, and animals are killed, and our habitation there will be lost. I don't know, maybe.
It's a very pessimistic view, very pessimistic prediction. In fact, deforestation has been decreasing since 2004, but we still have to take care of the Amazon rainforest because they still cut down trees and illegally. But anyhow, thank you.
Yes, I know.
Yes, but thank you. What do you think, Jordan? Jordan?
Yes, sorry. I didn't get the question because I was engaged with the laptop.
What's your opinion about the Amazon rainforest, and what do you think we should do to protect the Amazon rainforest? Do you think is there a way to use the resources without damaging the forest, without cutting trees? It's possible to help the community surround and protect the Amazon rainforest at the same time.
It's always a decision that we the people need for nature. But sometimes you need to clear some forests to make people like a good thing for you if they could replant something elsewhere when they cut down the pros and the cons. But I would always say that the human needs are more important than the needs of animals always. But still, we need to protect the nature. But it's a decision that has to be made. But one always also have to look at if anyone is exploiting the system to make some kind of profit, like companies, where the goal is not so much helping people in the local community, but make a company. So they have to step in and say, this is not okay.
Oh, Jordan, I'm sorry, your microphone is making a lot of noise, It's beep, beep, beep. We can't hear you. I don't know. I heard part, You brought up replant trees, but in my opinion, it doesn't work because a tree to it takes a long time for a tree to grow there in the Amazon. So what's your take on it, Rafael?
Since you already mentioned, I agree with the idea that planting trees is not a short-term solution. Of course, we must develop our. We must create. We must create. How can I say? Campaigns to encourage people to plant and to avoid deforestation, and as well as convincing people not to buy products who are made of the forest, and products who degrade nature. So I believe that in a short term, maybe we could be able to do something to help the nature. That's my point of view.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Edson, could you read the paragraph for us?
Yes, the Amazon is home to more species of plants and animals than any other terrestrial ecosystem on the planet. Perhaps 30% of the world's species are found there. Its biodiversity, the term the term used to describe sorry, the term used to describe biological richness is astounding. A single bush in the Amazon may have more species of ants than the entire British Isles, while a lone hectare of forest, 2.5 hectares, may have more than 1,500 species of trees, and a single park can have more than 1,400 butterfly species.
Thank you. Did you know that, Edson?
I knew, but not that exactly how this is telling us this paragraph. But I knew something like more or less,
Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Let me scroll down. Let me see. Let's read about the animals there a little bit. Okay. Rafael, could you please take the floor and read for us a little bit?
More than 430 species of mammal are found in the Amazon, the majority of which are bats and rodents. The Amazon is home to the world's largest rodent, the capybara, which can weigh 200 pounds, 91 kilograms. Two species of freshwater dolphin live in the Amazon River. Edentates, including sloths, anteaters, and armadillos, are common residents in the Amazon rainforest and only exist in the New World. In 2013, scientists announced the discovery of a previously undescribed species of tapir.
That's interesting, right? Let me show you some pictures. Okay. This is the capybara. Okay. Some species there. All right. This otter is called de ariranha in Portuguese. This otter. Okay. Rafael, have you heard about the myth surrounds the pink dolphin in the Amazon?
No, I've never. About the pink dolphin.
In the Amazon.
Mm,
There are two species of dolphin there, the gray one and the pink one. And there is a urban legend about the pink dolphin.
a urban legend. I think I've heard some stories when I was a child. When there was a mysterious pink dolphin swimming through the rivers of the Amazon, but it's not something. Just as a story as a child, there are some books of this. It's part of our literature, I think.
No, the pink dolphin exists, but there is a legend around the pink dolphin. I bet Wellington knows. Do you know, Wellington? What they say?
A little. A little. I believe that the pink dolphin is a man with the dolphin in some periods he turns I can say this way, he turns a man
Yes, he turns into a man.
thank you, he turns into a man, and always he wears a hat because on the top of his head there is a hole, and he wears a hat in a way that anybody see this hole, and this man that in reality is the dolphin, he seduce the women, and but I don't know the end of of that history, that legend.
Well, you described the legend really well, and I think it started like an excuse, because some young women got pregnant and they would say, it was a dolphin, you know?
Yeah, yes, it's true, it's true. Yeah, when the women appear pregnant and they don't know who is the father, they say that the child is from the dolphin.
The dolphin, yes, very convenient.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read a little bit about the Amazon people.
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. Just one question. So that was periods like in the history.
No, every now and then it's alleged,
Oh,
that
really? So up to
yes,
now, up to now, so up to now.
the
Up to now.
girls who lived close to the river, they say that,
Okay, so it is like superstitious and it's up to now.
Yes, I believe.
Okay.
But the pink dolphin, it's a dolphin, and the color is pink, and it's very beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I didn't know about that, by the way.
It's alleged that
Yeah.
she turns into a handsome guy, and who is always wearing a hat, and he's very attractive and convincing, and
Mm.
it's funny.
Is it from Brazil?
Yes, from Brazil,
I
from the
didn't know.
Amazon. Really? Okay.
Yes.
Now you know.
So if there is like a handsome young man, maybe, so he wears this like uniform,
A
that's
hat
not,
to
or a
a
hat,
hat to hide the
or a
hole,
hat. Oh, okay,
because he has
okay.
a hole on the top of his head.
Okay.
Can you read for us, Mustafa?
Okay, Anna. People in the Amazon rainforest. The Amazon has a long history of human settlements. Contrary to popular belief, desirable and sedentary societies of great complexity existed in the Amazon rainforest. These societies produced pottery, cleared sections of rainforest for agriculture, and managed forests to optimize the distribution of useful species. Then the notion of a virgin Amazon is largely the result of the population crash following the arrival of the Europeans in the 16th century. So studies suggest that 11.8% of the Amazon's time, sorry, I cannot see it.
Because it is Portuguese. Terra firme.
Okay, forests are anthropogenic in nature, resulting from the careful management of biodiversity, 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 Biodiversity. I don't know. By indigenous people.
Biodiversity.
Biodiversity by indigenous people. However, unlike those in current cultivation techniques, these Amazonians were attuned to the ecological environment from 5 millennia of experimentation, and they understood how to sustainably manage the rainforest to suit their needs. They saw the importance of maintaining biodiversity through a mosaic, I think, of natural forest, open fields, and sections of forest managed so as to be dominated by species of special interest of humans, or sort of humans.
Thank you very much. So could you summarize this paragraph for us, Mustafa?
The last paragraph, you want me to read it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but I have few questions for you, Anna, by the way. Some
Okay,
vocabulary
go
I didn't
ahead.
know. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead. We can Google. If I don't know,
Okay.
let's see.
Okay. Okay. Um, okay. These societies produce pottery. What's pottery mean?
Pottery, you know, it's a handcraft.
Oh,
You
got
know,
it.
you do with mud. You can make
Got it.
jars and
Yes.
ceramic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you like grave it, and you know this is also in our history. We have some people doing it here. I think it's famous here as well. Okay, let us go to the next one. Um, 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 okay. Okay, this one. Oh, really? So then the notion of a virgin Amazon is like this is like a religious something religious related to Jesus, something like that, Anna?
Could you repeat your question?
See, the notion of a virgin Amazon. A virgin Amazon, I think this is a religious, something religious related to Maryam, you know Maryam? Jesus, something like that.
No. A virgin in this case means something that was not exploited,
Okay.
something we haven't seen before. You know, if there is a virgin forest, it means that no one has ever put their feet there. You know.
Right. I'm not sure why they didn't say origin, the origin of Amazon. You know, this one is used with, I think, with women when the women didn't yet have a child. I think we called her a virgin woman, right? Virgin
Yes,
woman.
you are right. When a woman is virgin,
Yeah.
she has never had sex before. But when a forest is virgin, it means that no one knows, no one went there, you know?
Yes.
No
Yes.
human being went there.
Yes. Right. Right, Anna. So let us go to the next one. That is just that. Uh, So anthropogenic. So what this is
Okay.
like anthropogenic, like established by human, right?
Well, let's break it down. The word anthro means man.
Anthro.
I yes, I think you are right, but let's go. Okay, 1 second. Yes, originating in human activity.
Yes. Okay.
Hold on. All right.
Mhm. Okay. Um, so biodiversity mean bio. I'm
The
not sure about
variety of
it.
animals and vegetables, and plants and trees.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
biodiversity.
You see, yeah, and you see that like by indigenous people, this like the originated people, okay, who were living there. Okay. Um. Okay, attuned. Where attuned?
I want to summarize this paragraph for us.
No, hold on. I have attuned, and then summarize it. Okay. Attuned. We're used to the ecological realities. So it's like used to. Attuned to is like used to. That these Amazonians were attuned to the ecological realities. So these Amazonians were used to the ecological, right?
Okay, keep going.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So am I right?
Yes.
Okay. And millennia of extermination, millennia, Anna Carolina, please. Do you know it?
1,000 years.
Right, I got it.
5,000
Yeah.
years.
Yes, like yeah, 1,000 years.
Thousand years.
1,000 years, yeah. And then mosaic.
A mix. You know, when you have a bunch of things together, it's a mosaic. I think I will show you a picture. 1 second.
Yeah.
Because I can't explain very well. It's a bunch of things together. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay, it's a mosaic. Let me show you a picture. Okay, can you see the pictures?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. So it's a mixture of yeah.
Yes, a mixture. A bunch of things together, very different things together.
Okay.
Okay, let me come back.
So mosaic of natural forest, open field, and community by seeds, so natural. Yeah, cool. So now I have to continue, or you want to explain your paragraph summary? You want to give us summary? Do you want to give us a summary, Anna Carolina?
No, I want you to give you the summary.
I will give you a summary, but do you need me, or do you want me to continue the reading of the last section?
No, I will call someone else.
Okay. Okay.
You can choose someone. Okay, Rafael, Edson, or Wellington, to read and summarize the next one.
Okay, I think Anna Carolina, before someone else read, I think you don't need a summary because I went through some difficult vocabulary of the previous sections and we explained them. So if someone have any question, if anyone has any question, please shout out.
Okay, does anyone?
I think it's clear. It's clear
Okay.
after the explanation.
All right. Does anyone have any question about the vocabulary or something?
No, for me, okay.
Okay, so choose someone, Mustafa.
Okay, Rafael, go ahead, please.
Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, Rafael, you can read the 2 paragraphs and summarize for us.
Many of these populations existed along whitewater rivers where they had good means of transportation, excellent fishing, and fertile floodplain soils for agriculture. However, when Europeans arrived, these were the first settlements to be affected. Since Europeans used the major rivers as highways to the interior, in the first century of European presence, the Amerindian population was reduced by 90%. Most of the remaining peoples lived in the interior of the forest, either pushed there by the Europeans or traditionally living there in smaller groups. I think it shows.
Yes, the next one too.
Okay. From Pizarro's conquest of the Inca Empire until the end of the Brazilian rubber boom around the beginning of World War I, the Spanish and Portuguese, in the name of Catholicism with the blessing of popes, continued the long tradition of abuse against these people, one that would be continued by colonists, rubber tappers, and land developers.
Okay, Rafael.
I
Do you have
think
any questions? And could you summarize for us?
uh, I think since that shows the locals were tremendously exploited by the Europeans when they got to the Americas. Uh, they started just to get natural resources and put people under slavery. And when they got there, because they started to I don't want to say steal, but start to let me say
Exploit?
yes, to exploit people. And they killed the most of the locals were killed, and people who didn't submit, people who weren't submitted to their orders and their demands had to run away from other areas, and most of them were killed. A lot of villages and groups have literally decimated, and and this was the end of several civilizations. I would like to say several groups of, of
Uh-huh.
settlements, of small settlements established here before the colonization.
Yes, that's true. And when they when they arrived, you know, the indigenous population, they didn't have a immune system against the diseases, you know, the virus that white people carried. So they died from the diseases, you know. And and then there was the rubber phase. You know, when the Amazon became very rich, you know, exploiting the rubber, you know. Um, in well, you summarized it very well. Rafael, could you choose someone? Edson or Wellington?
I'd like to choose Edson.
Okay,
All
I will
right.
scroll down. Okay, Edson, the two paragraphs, please.
Today, despite the population decimation, native people still live in American deforestation rainforests. Although virtually all have been affected by the outside world, instead of wearing traditional garb of loincloths, most Americans wear Western clothes, and many use metal pots, pans, and utensils for everyday life. Some groups make handcrafts to sell to tourists, while others make routine trips to the city to bring foods and wares to market. Almost no native group obtains the majority of its food by traditional nomadic hunting and gathering. Nearly all cultive groups with hunting, gathering and fishing serving as a secondary of supplementary food source. Usually a family has two gardens, a small house garden with a variety of plants and a large plantation which may be 1 hectare in area planted with bananas, manioc or rice. These plantations are created through the traditional practice of slash and burn, a method of forest clearing that is not all that damaging to the forest if conducted in the traditional manner.
Okay, you can read the last one as well. Just 3 lines.
Okay. Today, virtually no forests are indigenous, live in their fully traditional ways, although there are still several dozen groups living in voluntary isolation. The uncontacted tribes, as they are popularly known, mostly live in Brazil and Peru.
Okay, could you summarize for us?
I'm not good at summarize, but I will try.
Okay.
Well, the first paragraph says that um, American forces. Let's see, just a minute.
Okay. It's talking about the indigenous people.
Indigenous people, some wear like Western clothes, Americans, and virtually they are affected by the outside world. And some groups they make like handcrafts to sell to tourists,
Yes.
and others they don't. The others do just routine trips to the city to bring food and some utensils they need.
Yes, some
And the
utensils.
second paragraph
Mm-hmm.
says that let's see, a cultivation of crops to get hunting and gathering to serve traditional nomadic do it hunting to serve like a secondary or supplementary source of food.
Okay. In the
And
past they were nomadic. Okay.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And nowadays almost no native group does that anymore. Now
Okay.
they plant, they have 2 gardens, and now they
Mm-hmm.
are marginalized by society. They don't wear their traditional clothes anymore. They wear uh, normal clothes like other people, you know.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
they are indigenous, but they are not anymore at the same time.
Yes. They are, but they aren't.
hmm There are few group of people. There are still several dozen groups living in voluntary isolation,
Yes.
but they are
Mm-hmm.
not as many as before. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I have to Google slash and burn because it is saying that it is not damaging to the environment, and I thought when they burn it was very damaging. So let me Google.
I was just about to ask you about this one, but so good.
Yes, I thought it was when you set fire. Um,
Mm.
it's a method of agriculture in which existing vegetation is cut down and burned off before new seeds are sown. Yes, I thought of it, but I thought it was damaging to the soil. And the article is saying that it is not damaging.
Yes.
If you manage it in a uh, if you handle very well, because of course they lost the control, the forest can be hardly damaged.
Yes, the fire might spread, but I also thought it would damage the soil.
I understand. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay, your turn, Verify.
Okay.
Two paragraphs. Okay, go ahead.
From the number.
Yes, let me
Okay.
scroll up.
Yeah. Okay. The number of indigenous people living in the Amazon basin is poorly quantified. It's poorly quantified, but some 20 million people in 8 Amazon countries and the Department of French Guiana are classified as indigenous. 2/3 of the population lives in Peru, but most of his population dwells not in the Amazon but in the highlands. Indigenous people and conservation. While indigenous populations have at times been seen as being at odds with conservation, today policymakers realize the importance of incorporating indigenous people in conservation efforts. In fact, there is evidence in some parts of the Amazon that indigenous territories have lower deforestation rates and incidence of encroachment than conventional protected areas. For example, a 2006 study conducted by researchers at the Wood Hole Research Center at the Instituto de Pesquisa Ambiental da Amazônia found that parks and indigenous reserves in the Amazon help slow deforestation using quantitative analysis of satellite data. The research concluded that deforestation and the incidence of fires was significantly lower inside the perimeter of reserves and demarcated indigenous lands.
Okay, do you have any questions?
Yeah. There is a new word here. Which is today.
Encroach?
Yeah, that word that I let me find it.
Okay, I will Google. And also the pronunciation is
Encroachment. Yeah,
encroachment. Okay, but efforts, not efforts. Efforts.
effort. Yeah, effort. Yeah.
Okay, let me Google encroachment. 1 second. I don't know why.
I think invaded, something like invaded.
Let me just check it out. Intrusion on a person's territory. Rights.
Okay.
A penalty in which a defensive. No. In this case, it's intrusion on a person's territory. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me pull it back. Okay, Wellington, could you summarize for us?
Yeah. 1 minute, please. Yeah, what they say here is that for a time the indigenous they were not included in the studies for decrease the deforestation. It's like to they in reality, you know, they were banished from the many parts of the lands from many lands, and but nowadays through the satellite data, through the monitoration, they see that the areas where the indigenous where they live, the lands that they live, that they are owner, they are lower this deforestation, and with this the people they are in a way learning with the indigenous, with the methods that they use. in their lands.
Yes, thank you very much. You are right. They were blamed in the past for deforestation, you know, for being at odds with conservation. When you are at odds with someone or something, you don't get along well. You can say, I am at odds with my wife. It means that you had an argument. But they saw through satellites that it's not true at all, because where they live there is less deforestation and so on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Wellington. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, Jorgen, I'm happy that it is working now. So if you could just finish up the 3 last paragraphs and share your opinion about everything. Summarize the last, read the last 3, summarize, and then give us your input on all those things. No, Jorgen, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Jorgen. Okay. Mustafa, can you read them? The last 3 paragraphs.
Okay. Okay. So the findings, right? Or from deep in the most remote?
Yes, from the finds
Okay.
until traditions.
Okay. Okay. The findings should. It is not my day. Jorgen, maybe you need to take maybe another shot. Take another shot. Just plug out and plug in your microphone again. Okay. The findings shouldn't come as a surprise, according to ethnopolitist Mark Plotkin, who runs the Amazon Conservation Team, a conservation group. As an illegal logger or miner, would you rather invade a national park, that has 2 rangers in hut miles away from its borders, or an indigenous reserve full of people armed with spears and poison-tipped arrows who will defend their forest home with their lives? Sorry. Indigenous Amazonians are presently at the forefront of conservation efforts, even embracing technology and new policy mechanisms to safeguard their forests and traditions. Okay.
Okay. I want to ask you, what would you rather?
What would
Because
you?
the indigenous people, they have this kind of arrow, and they have this kind of poison called curare. They made it in the Amazon rainforest using the skin of a frog, and it can kill you quickly. They have this knowledge, and if they kill an animal, and if they eat the animal, they won't get poison, But if you are hurt with this kind of arrow, you will die.
Yes. And what's your question?
What would you rather? Invade a national park that has 2 rangers in a hut miles away from its borders, or an indigenous reserve full of indigenous people?
Well, you cannot maybe get rid of them. So you cannot get rid of indigenous people. I think it's hard to do. Like maybe. Yes,
No,
we can
sir.
hear you. We can hear you,
Okay,
Jorgen.
sorry. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Jorgen.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mustafa.
Okay. So I think, Anna Carolina, about your question, I think you cannot get rid of them, indigenous people. So it is like you have one option maybe, which is indigenous with indigenous people, with keeping them, and indigenous reserve full of people.
Okay, thank you. Jorgen, could you hear the class? Do you have something
Yes,
to
I
say?
caught some of the discussion. It's about the deforestation and how the indigenous people regard this process, I believe. But I didn't catch the details. Maybe you could just roughly give me an overview.
We talked about the biodiversity, you know.
Yes.
We talked about how indigenous tribes changed over the years because they now don't wear their clothes anymore. They wear clothes like us. They are not nomads anymore. They live in just one place and they grow vegetables and things like that. And what else? Basically we talked about all those things, you know. Well, I have to wrap up the class because I'm going to have another one about the hang just to play. If you would like to.
You have another hangout after this one?
Yes, it was supposed to start 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Guys, thank you. It was good this class, but I need to go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wellington.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye, Anna.
Bye, guys.
Nice to see
Bye,
you,
guys.
Bye.
See you soon, I hope.
Bye, guys.